Did you know that the U.S. federal government never set a legal minimum purchase age for tobacco products? Well, Texas Senate Bill 21 has raised that age to 21 in Texas with the exemption of military personnel. And it's a valid law because it falls under states' rights. Other states haven't been blocked when making the same decision, and tobacco companies are the only people fighting this. I've used U.S. law and commentary to help me come up with a decision on this topic. So first, I'd like to discuss how the states are allowed to make that decision for themselves. Then I'd like to discuss recent history of other states who have made the same decision. And then I'd like to talk about how this could have happened sooner had it not been for tobacco lobbyists. But first, let's get to the states' rights. The 10th Amendment is what gives states their power. If it's not explicitly given to the federal government or explicitly prohibited for the states, it falls under the state's prerogative. So in 1992, there's a bill passed that says that states should implement laws to prohibit sales of tobacco products to those under 18 years old. It also includes a section saying that the secretary can deny grants to those states who choose to ignore this law. And this is all found in Chapter 42 of the U.S. Code under Section 300, subsection 26. So this is a highly encouraged suggestion. And it shows it's a states' right decision because the government had to include something in there to cut funding if the state didn't follow what they wanted them to do. Anyways, 18 was the minimum. What about having an age higher than that? Well, Texas was not the first state to do this. According to the Texas Tribune, Texas was the 14th state to raise their minimum age to 21 and the third state to include a military exemption. If you see the Tobacco 21 website, you'll see that Hawaii was the first state to do this in 2015. So it's been 4 years, so there's been plenty of time for people to combat this new law. However, it hasn't happened yet. It just goes to show that it's a valid law. Again, this seems like a new subject. However, this started back in the 1990s. There were states that tried to originally push to increase their age to 21. Tobacco lobbies heard wind of it, and so they did their job and lobbied. And so they went to senators like Senator Patty in 1996 and said, hey, this shouldn't happen. The voting age is 18. The age you can get married is 18. The age you can be bound by contract is 18. And so is the enlistment age. The enlistment age really resonates with all of us, as it does our Texas lawmakers, because they even included an exemption for military personnel in Texas. Despite these things, we have to again go back to the law. And the U.S. federal government never set a legal minimum purchase age. They haven't blocked any other states who have made this decision. And the only people fighting this decision are those who could possibly lose money. So Texas Senate Bill 21 is a valid law because it falls under states' rights, other states haven't been blocked by the federal government, and tobacco companies are the only people fighting it. And to be honest, I was not for this law when I first saw it. I immediately thought that it took away your right as an 18-year-old adult to make a decision for yourself. However, after doing more research, I find that Texas nor the other 13 states have violated any federal law or civil right.